Well, hello again, and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Bill Bevins. Our first guest comes in on a regular basis to share tips on how you can use her help to help you build your own financial portfolio. Today, she talks about how a good investment portfolio and financial life is like a symphony and how you can play and win. Our dear friend, Bryan, is joining us. Hey, girl. So you've been digging into Ludwig van Beethoven's financial records. And how did Ludi do? Did he invest well?
Well, the DJ's about to start the song. But when I thought about this, I thought about dun 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 dun, just hearing that intro of the Fifth Symphony of Beethoven.
And that what is a strong start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Start big.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you just think about his life, and I was reading an article, and it was just talking about his life and what we can learn from him. And I said, you know, money and music is so connected. But when we look at him as a pianist and composer, and he started at 7 years old, it brings home the fact that we need to start financially as early as possible. But you cannot learn your talent before you're born, but you can start investing for your children before they're born. You can change, you prepare for generations and generations. So I believe that a strong start, a good dun 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 in a child's life, in your financial future today, it's never too late. But a strong start and a strong finish, because think about it, we're still listening to his music. And remember in the 70s when they came out with the Fifth of Beethoven, and it was, you know,
disco version.
Yes. I mean, that this man was born in the 1700s. So that shows you that how your investments, how in your life, in your talents, in your money, how it can impact generations and generations.
Well, kids today probably don't, carry papers and cut grass like I did. But when our kids were small, we did a little thing with them with they had an allowance. But I also did a 401k for them.
Oh,
I said, I'll match.
That's right. The concept.
Right, the concept. So they got an idea of what that was like.
And of investing, the concept of really that Beethoven used as well as what you gave them was wise counsel, that they were getting guided in ways that they did not realize it. From the example that you said, he used those around him as well. A key thing that we can pull from him is that he used the other professionals. He sought out Mozart. He wanted to be close to him. He moved to be close to him, to learn from him. So your children had that opportunity to learn good financial practice from you. And that's what we hope that everyone that's watching is being encouraged, that whatever you do in your life, that you can bring that into your financial discipline as well.
All right, let's move on down the musical chart here. And one of the things you have is be consistent and patient. How does that apply to Beethoven and our money?
Well, he definitely stuck to what he was good at, and he stuck to growing, and starting at 7 and continuing all the way through the rest of his life. He passed on early at 56, but we don't know when we're going to pass, but we have to make a commitment as early as possible to financial planning. Being consistent to it, setting it up automatically is the best way that you can take that principle home to you financially, is to set up automatic things, to get involved in any work plan that they have where you can save automatically and learn about those options in it. He was proficient. You have to learn and be proficient and get a good understanding of how you're investing.
So obviously, I wonder who we could turn to. Oh, JB's here.
That's right. That's right.
It must be Monday because JB's here. So when you talk to people and when you hold these little classes and seminars that you do you tell people, you take them through the beginning steps, or do you have advanced
That's
classes,
right.
or how does that work?
Well, you know how they say that people teach when they can't do it, or they do what they teach what they do, or teachers are people that don't really know. Well, that's not true. And Beethoven is an example of a person who could do it and could teach it. And that professional assistance is important for anyone who wants to have a strong financial life. It's important to get a financial advisor, from everything from tax planning to investment selection. And as we're creating that orchestra and creating that symphony of our financial life, it's also about having that whole team, having the clarinet section and having the violin section and the cello section, and that could be your bonds, that could be your real estate, that could be your stocks, and which stock. So just because you have stocks, you can diversify within the area of your equities in your stock portfolio.
So you've got the conductor sheet in front of you, all broken down. Here's the woodwinds.
That's right.
Here's the strings.
And you might have some small caps, some large caps, and I see it. You know, the base of it may be your insurance policies and your asset protection. I mean, this is deep, Bill.
Yeah. Well,
but you have to put it all together to make it work.
Full disclosure, JB has helped me. I have a piccolo. That's it. But you help
and
me
it's
with the
allowed,
piccolo.
and it's a vital instrument. My daughter is a percussionist and a cellist, so I've learned so much from her and her exposure in these different orchestras. But I know one thing: even if she's playing the bells, that it is vital that that bell be hit at that exact time, and that you continue.
Timing.
Yes, indeed. So you continue. We don't know when's the best time for us as an investor, but we do know that spending time in the market, being in there and allowing the advantages of compounding returns to work for you, as did Beethoven. He took advantage of all markets, all opportunities, learned from what was around him, took advantage of professional help, and was trained throughout his life. Get help. Get help, get professional help. Yeah.
We're making beautiful music.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Great information, as always, from our friend JB Bryan. Don't forget, JB offers money seminars every Wednesday at noon and Sunday evenings. Bring your own instruments. The workshops are free.
That's right.
But pre-registration is required so she knows who's coming. WTVR.com/VTM is where you'll find a link for more.